You have Spartan assassins, pirate assassins, Viking assassins, and not assassins, with a whole history of hooded figures. How are you gonna command them all under one mentor? Well, this is a killer deck you don't want to miss. Alright, you two take it away, I'm done. Oh, okay. Ezio is a 5-color commander who can be played for just a colorless and a black, and gives all assassin spells you control free running for double black. Ezio also has a really cool ability where after he deals combat damage to a player, if they have 10 or less life, you can pay Wooburg to hidden blade them. As a big fan of Assassin's Creed, I wanted a deck that played as many assassins from the order as possible. You have a lot of really cool assassins, but we saw they fit into 4 main categories. The first one is recursion. The Assassin's Creed series is about reliving history through the memory of an ancestor, so it makes a lot of sense that you'd be able to use your graveyard to bring back assassins to get some value. These assassins, including Sean and Rebecca, Altair, and also Desmond, all gain some value from having assassin cards in your graveyard, which means we want to find some cards to help fill the graveyard. Thankfully, we do have some assassins like the Fry siblings with Surveil, or we can have Mary Reed and Anne Bonny to help discard some assassin cards as well. The second theme is historic cards. So coming from a long bloodline of legendary assassins, the order seems to support each other through the historic mechanic, or the historic keyword. Cards like Bayek, Basim, Arbazmir, and Aya all reward you for playing other historic cards like legendary assassins, equipment, or sagas. Some assassins provide a boon for others within the order. There are lords like Achilles Davenport or Arno Dorian, and Ezio Blade of Vengeance, who is great for turning your assassins into card draw to keep up the pressure. And lastly, we have some specialists who are just individually powerful and can carry their own deck. These are usually the protagonists of each game. This includes Edward Kenway, who creates treasures for assassins, pirates, and vehicles. Eivor, who will be a powerful attacker who returns lands and legendary sagas, which this deck does have some. There's also Cassandra, who brings the Spear of Leonidas with her, or Radun Hagedun, who creates more tokens and equips them too. Does Shay and Hatham go into the Assassin's Creed deck? Those are Templars, they're not assassins. Yeah, but they're like in the bloodline or whatever, right? I played those games too, they like also do the stabby thing. They're specifically Templars, I don't think they should be in the deck. Whatever, I think the Templars are right anyways. Of course you do. Alright, so the kid picked out all the assassins and we put them aside into those 4 groups. So the next step is actually making a deck out of it. To me, the simplest and best way to build this deck is making a mono black deck with a blue splash. And I think the best part of Ezio really is that you're able to cheat in a high mana value assassin for just double black. So naturally, you just want to have a lot of black. I don't think it's possible for you to reliably hit your free running all the time while also trying to leverage the lands that you get within kind of the set itself. Aside from that, black also just gives you a lot of powerful cards from the set. So you get cards like Black Market Connections, which gives you card draw, but also gives you assassin tokens, which is kind of useful. You have Cover of Darkness, which is useful for getting in, even though Ezio has Menace and it's probably pretty easy to connect. You also get a few pieces of removal that is kind of popular in other formats. So you get Fatal Push, you get Go for the Throat, and also this new card called Chain Assassination. Blue gave us access to some pretty powerful cards like Temporal Trespass, Leonardo da Vinci, Rooftop Bypass, Propaganda, and other cards. Lastly, we have some legendary equipment from the game or something. They're called Isu artifacts. Yeah, those things. They're all pretty good. You get 2 swords of whatever and whatever, then you get Excalibur and also Mjolnir. You also get the Staff of Eden that can reanimate a dead legendary creature you assassinated, which is cool. And the Apple of Eden, which I think is good enough in competitive Commander as well, but this isn't for that format. Still probably pretty good. I think the hardest part of building such a deck is really the land base. I assumed that you just need 4 lands to really excel with Ezio in a game of Commander. And the reason why we arrived to 4 is because every 2 swamps equates to 1 free running cast, right? And each free running cast is basically 1 game action. So if we're able to support 2 game actions or 2 free running casts every single turn, I imagine that's either average rate or above rate in a game of Commander. The other advantage of Ezio is that Ezio is 2 mana only, so this deck plays extremely lean, so we're okay with having not as many lands as other decks. All you need, as I said, is 4 black sources. So knowing that's what we want to do, I just worked in reverse and played 34 lands, which gives us something like 2.5 lands on average per mulligan. And just some details regarding the lands, I added Abstergo Entertainment and Brotherhood Headquarters because they're basically free and add all the colors. Then I also added Fiery Islet, Nurturing Peatland, and Waterlog Grove in place of some of the basics, just because they make a color we use and can draw cards, so pretty free. You want to talk about how our deck plays? Sure. In our mulligans, this deck is extremely simple to pilot. All you need is 2 swamps and ideally a high mana value assassin like Sean and Rebecca, Cassandra, or Edward, and you're probably good to go. The deck is almost castable completely off Ezio, so you just need to play Ezio and attack the player who can't block and then start casting assassins. There's a lot of synergy with all the cards within the deck, so I would be a little cautious with how you plan your turns, like a real assassin from the game. For example, you might want to cast an assassin to trigger an onboard Basim to make him unblockable, to then help free running for another assassin. The deck is in the description box below, and I don't know, get it or don't.
I don't think you say that part out loud.
It's whatever, kid. Wanna go play a game?
Oh, yeah. Dude, I wanna play too.
So if you like the deck, don't forget to like and subscribe, do all the stuff, support local, support your local LGS. If you really want to be a VIP customer, then share this video with your friends and be like, yo dude, check out like how cool this like Ezio deck is, you know, it's made by geniuses or whatever. If you like Commander content, we have plenty more Commander content. First of all, we have this pre-con upgrade guide made by this idiot, like right over here, with like all the nerdy boomer Jun cards to Dissa. And then the second video that you really want to check out is if you're interested in Modern Horizons 3 pre-con battles, then this is the video you really want to see. You really want to see this one. Yeah. You know, I'll give you a couple seconds. You can click on it now. Okay, I'm tired. I'm gonna go play with like the other 3. Bye.